So I get this question a lot. This is probably one of those questions that I get more than any question. Should I start out flipping properties in Cleveland or should I start out renting properties? Properties, put tenants in place, rent them out, and repeat that process, or should I flip? Here's the thing, and I always say this, real estate is not a one-size-fits-all. Depending on your personal situation and your real estate goals, your strategy is going to be different from the next person. So here's how I advise. I was talking to one of my mentees yesterday, and she said that she wants passive income from rental properties. I was like, okay. So my next question was, do you have 6 figures liquid capital? Her response was no. My response was, I think you should flip. I think you should start out flipping first to build up capital. Here's why. I know that y'all hear all the time that rental property is gonna change your life. I'm gonna use myself, for example. I used to, when I first started out, people was talking about rental properties would change your life. So I went the rental property route. The rental property didn't change my life because here's what happened. You got the money coming in from the rental properties. Life happens. You gotta take that money, do some stuff in your personal life, something go on with the property, or whether the furnace go out, hot water tank, or whatever, maintenance issues, you gotta use that money to take care of that. And if you're already in a crunch or you need capital, having a few rental properties, that won't fix your finance problem, right? And let me go a little further. Most of the time, the people that's telling you that rental properties change your life, they don't give you the whole story. When I say whole story, give you the numbers. So when people financing, because most people ain't buying properties free and clear, unless it's me, but when people financing these properties, after you service the debt is the loan, insurance, maintenance, taxes, water, sewer. After you service the debt, each property is going to cash flow, net cash flow in your bank account around $200. That's the average across the board, $200. So just think about it. Even if you got 10 of those properties, after you service the debt, 200 times 10, that's $2,000. That's not life-changing money. If the furnace go out, that's the $2,000 gone. And then you had to take the money that you make on your 9 to 5 to put out the real estate fire. And then what happens shortly after that, you get a bad taste in your mouth about real estate and then you quit real estate. But it's not the real estate game, it's your approach to real estate. So that's why I say if you don't have 6 figures cash, build up your liquid capital first by flipping. Find somebody to teach you how to fix and flip. Set your number, whether it's 150, 200, flip till you get to that amount, and then start to build your rental portfolio up, holding 1 out of every 4 flips or 1 out of every 5 flips. And here's another thing, think about it. If you got 10 properties, all with that, you're bringing $2,000 in a month. In 12 months, that's $24,000. You could flip 1 house and make $25,000. That's the average net profit on an inner city flip, when you're just getting started. Once you get some reps up under your belt, your profit margin, it'll widen. But the average is $25,000. You could flip 1 house. Just say it take you 90 days from start to finish. If you knew, that's about the time it take if you knew. You make $25,000 in 90 days, or you buy and hold and you make $24,000 a year. Which one is more attractive to you? And then once you get good, say you flip a property every 90 days. So say 4 flips a year times 25,000. That's if you're in the inner city. The average profit for a fix and flip in the suburb is $40,000. So say you do 4 suburbs, 4 times 4 is how much? Is that $160,000? So again, build up your liquid capital first, right? Till you get to your 6-figure mark, like set a mark, whether it's 150, 200, 250. Once you hit that amount, then you start to hold 1 out of 4 or 1 out of every 5 flips with less debt as possible. Because the game is supposed to be financial freedom, real financial freedom. So to me, financial freedom ain't you got 30 properties, but all of them got debt on them. That's not financial freedom. You work for the bank, basically. So here's a few things that you need to watch out for before you get into real estate investing to make sure you don't lose your shirt, tie, shoes, and your pants. The first thing, you need to understand the numbers. Like the real estate game is all about numbers, like the path is math. So you need to know the numbers. You need to be able to walk through a property and put together the rehab costs. So you need to know how much the roof costs, the gutters, the windows, the siding. When you come inside the house, you need to know how much it costs to rewire a house, put in all new plumbing, put in a new furnace, drywall, interior paint, how much it costs to remodel the kitchen, remodel the bath. You need to know the numbers. Here's what I see happen with a lot of new investors. They try to skip the process, learning the numbers. They just want to get a house real fast so they could take a picture on social media in front of the house like this, and then they stuck. They bought the wrong property in the wrong zip code because they didn't understand the strategy and they didn't know the numbers. So now they lose and they got a bad taste in their mouth about real estate. Another thing you want to be mindful of before you get into the real estate game, you need to know how to vet out contractors. Like, contractors are part of the glue that hold everything together. If you get the wrong contractor, you can lose all your clothes as well. I found some of my best contractors through relationships, people that do good business. People that do good business, typically they connected with other people that do good business. Just like when you connect with people that don't do good business, they connected to people that don't do good business. So get referrals from people that's trusted in the real estate business. And you could still have an issue, because I think that, no matter what we do in life, it involves human beings, and humans gonna continue to be humans. But here's how you could not lose as much. Make sure you get everything in writing with the contractor. Another thing, make sure the contractor is licensed and bonded. That way, if the contractor run off, like, you could sue them, you can go after their bond. But if they not licensed and bonded, you don't have anything to go after. Another thing when you're dealing with contractors, don't give them too much money up front. I always tell contractors this: listen, the house never disappeared, but the contractors have disappeared. So at the first day, after you put in work that first day, I'm gonna give you a third of the money. And you continue to pay in thirds until the job is complete. If you give a contractor too much money up front, you could get a headache. You got a lot of contractors out here that specialize in getting down payments from people, knowing that they don't have the manpower to complete the job. So you secure yourself or insulate yourself by not giving the contractor too much money up front. Give them a third after the first day that they put in work. Once they complete the next scope, you give them another third. And on the final, after you walk through, make sure that it's done to your liking, you pay the balance. Here's another thing. If you out of state and you can't walk through the property to verify that the contractor is complete on the things that they're supposed to do, you need to pay somebody to walk through to see with their eyes. Because I've seen people get beat by somebody sending them pictures and pictures of another property. You just need to put your eyes on it to make sure that the work is complete. Don't go with video, don't go with picture. If you can't physically walk through, pay somebody to walk through. Another thing, don't do a quick claim deed. I don't care how sweet the deal is. Most of the time, it's super sweet because something is wrong. You do a quick claim deed, that means that if it's any liens on the house, taxes, anything, now that's yours. Like, you taking on all of the liens, the back taxes, unpaid water bills, you take on all that responsibility when you do a quick claim deed. So you need to always use a title company. I don't care if you're buying a house from your brother, mother, cousin, sister, always use a title company. That way you secure it. The title company is the liaison between you and the seller, and you get title insurance. So if something goes wrong, the title company is responsible and they'll straighten it out. So never do a quick claim deed. Always use a title company. Use those couple of tips and you should be good. Want more information just like this, you're a new real estate investor or you already in the real estate game, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.